Hello everyone, this is a Greyshot. Once I'm going to bring you another COH2 replay 4K edition, brought to you by Sir Long Wiener. Yeah, I debated about doing this one judging on the name, but you know, I figured I'll let it pass. In any case, remember, if you want to say a replay, do so via my Facebook and or my YouTube channel's Gmail account, which you can check out above in the link and or description or the about section, however you want to look that up. In any case, this is a 1v1 with Joby and Sir Long Wiener, god damn it, on Westwall. I haven't had a 1v1 in quite some time, so I figured, why not try it? You got an MG being deployed and all sorts of other stuff. So let's see right now. We got some American riflemen pushing in. Not bad. Not bad at all. Trying to capture some points. Wide open territory. Some nice cover. Some destroyed vehicles. Not really. Again, on this map, it's kind of just huge wide open territory. So kind of open for both American and Wehrmacht to do very well. The reason rationale would be for the American player is, okay, and he actually, Joby, picked something. So he went recon support. Now the reason why I say it's interesting that he went this is actually quite simple. So recon support company, I mean, it's not this actually allows for a farther range. The RO Pathfinders, while not as annoying as the other ones, is still pretty annoying because what you can do with these guys is call in a direct strike, so you don't, so again, it's a bonus. You get the Greyhound, which used to be incredible. It used to be amazing, and then they nerfed it, and now it's okay. I have a replay where I think either myself or another, no, Redman literally kills like 4 squads of Volk squads, and they just burst into the sky, and it's incredible. We have recon pass, and we also have airdrop combat group, which is not bad. You get 2 paratroopers and AT gun. We'll see how well that goes. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on that thing. But whatever. Sir Long Wiener gets 2 MGs to start. Very interesting. I mean, I would try to go in the buildings, but I'm assuming this Russian is kind of stopping them. Building over here, so that should stop the Americans. Unless the Americans have grenades, which it looks like they don't. So that could be an issue. That's my phone. Life is Strange theme. Thank you very much. Let me put that to the side. In any case, what are you going for, Sir Long Wiener? Oh, but and yeah, he sent this replay and just a heads up. Oh, before I start even go any further, I want to thank my Patreon supporters like Leo, Sean, Tim, and Carter. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. In any case, let's see. We have riflemen pushing up. Still no upgrades or anything that I can see. You do have some rear echelon, but you're kind of just moving around, not really doing all that much. Kind of just hanging out. Is this normal? There we go. I was like, is there something wrong? Anyway. Falling back, not bad. On the far left-hand side, capturing the points. Resource-wise, it's about even right now. We'll see if anything changes. Both sides are grabbing their respective munitions at the same time, so that's great. MG kind of weirdly placed. I understand it's like, okay, let's face this way, but if you just simple flank up here with a heavy cover would annihilate that poor MG. So there's that. We have riflemen trying to hold mid, but the MG's suppressing them, and yeah, should be annihilating them. I guess they got back in the heavy cover. So, it could be a big issue right there. Is there a bridge? Huh. Interesting. Hello. There's a German bunker over here. I'm assuming this is part of the Ardennes assault map. It's been a while since I've checked this one out. Alright, anyway. MG still suppressing them. What is your rank, good sir? What is your rank? So you're actually really high rank, and Long Wiener is low rank. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Anyway, the MGs are doing a pretty damn good job at keeping the infantry locked down. Very surprised about that. On also the these rear echelon are just going to annihilate this poor Pioneer squad, which you should retreat, by the way, because they will just pulverize you. Anyway, falling back, can they get the kill? Come on. Rear echelon actually killing a unit. Oh wow, that's actually pretty good. Nice job. Weird that you put a fighting position. I don't know which direction that's supposed to be in. I'm assuming it's this way, which is not too bad, though. We'll see. I love, by the way, how there's a tank destroyed, and there's a barricade in front of it. So it's like they destroyed the tank, and it's like, okay, we have to protect the carcass. Anyway, so they're grabbing that point. Riflemen in the building should be able to easily knock out some of the Grenadiers. If the Grenadiers use rifle grenades, that could be an issue, but as you can see, they haven't gone the up. Well, no, they have gone the upgrade. They just Oh, they don't have the munitions for it. Alright, well, they did not have it. Now they do, but too late. They're being pushed back. Additional rifleman support and mortar support's going to push those grenadiers back. So, yeah, I would fall back. Riflemen should be able to capture that left-hand point. We have echelon moving up. Assuming you're saving up for something. What? I don't know. Oh, here we go. So you got the company. Again, you're going for company command post, which is fine. The captain's pretty good, and then you get AT and a Stewart. Not bad. Well, it depends what the Wehrmacht is going. He is upgrading to phase 2, and he did not get the light mechanized company. So most likely with that, he's going to try to rush for medium armor. That's what I would see. He could try to rush for more advanced armor, like the heavy armor corps. I don't think he's going to do that because I feel like that would put himself in a very large disadvantage. Also, nice job with the echelon capturing this point because that will decap a huge chunk of the map with that star and allow that the fuel and a few other major points of interest for the allies unable to really hit them. So, kind of puts them in a it kind of allows the American player to just have a little bit more of a I don't know, be able to hamper a lot of the Wehrmacht's fuel access because this is now cut off along with those other points, along with the munitions point, which he's trying to get, but it just won't work. It's still disconnected all the way through. They need to the Wehrmacht needs to reconnect the point immediately if they are going to do that. MG still holding. Grenadiers pushing up. We have looks like some echelon trying to fight them off. I mean, they're doing fine, but the echelon aren't that great. They're decent, but they're just there. It's weird. Pioneers are good close range. Stern Pioneers are very definitely good close range, but even like the Soviet like ones are good, like a little bit medium. Rational I just find just really just like probably the weakest. Yeah. I don't know. That's just me. I find even Soviet engineers can fight these guys off pretty damn well. But I know the tactic of everyone giving these guys bazookas and charging the battlefield. I mean, that's definitely a thing. So, we'll see. Anyway, points recaptured. So this is the main supply line for the Axis right now, allowing them to get those resources on the left. The American player needs to change tactics soon because right now things are not going well. Did you put a minefield? You are placing a minefield. That's actually pretty nice. American player still trying to hold on, but double NG fire on that building. Not good. Not good whatsoever. Probably going to force him to retreat, which is fine. Down here we have a mortar team moving up with a American rifleman. Please tell me you got grenades. You did not. What are you getting? So you have the Pathfinders, which just went through a bunch of mines, which again I find hilarious. Sure, why not? You're camouflaged, but I think they found your other two partners, so there's that. And, oh, that's cool. Decoy barrage, artillery, and set up beacon. Very nice, very nice. Sirlong Wiener, what are you going? You have not picked anything, nor have you built anything. You're low. So, you just got something worth 60. Okay, yeah, you are building the Heavy Panzer Corps, and you just lost it. Congratulations. So, great plan. The captain falling back, grenadiers pushing up. Let's see. Definitely the American side is taking some heavy casualties. If I was them, I would absolutely get grenades. Smoke grenades would become real key because then you could block the MG sight access and just long-range fire. But that's me. But again, the nice thing about these guys is you can see here, they can see farther. So I just put the fog of war on. They have pretty damn good distance while in cover. So that helps again with their mortars and other support weapons being able to see farther in cover to allow their support weapons to also be able to start targeting stuff just a little bit farther out. Mortar still not doing great. I mean, it's definitely doing damage, just not killing anything. Though we could see a turn in the tide with a Stuart. Though, one note of caution: Stuart's a very good light tank. Why are you running up? I don't know. Oh, maybe to the ambulance. If you deploy a Fallschirmjäger squad and just murdered all of you, that'd be hilarious. Also, I'm noticing a ton of dead Panzer IVs across this map. Isn't there one? Yeah, there's another Panzer IV. There's one on the bottom right-hand side. Lots of dead Panzer IVs, so I don't know what... Is that a dead Sherman? Oh, it's a dead Sherman. Wonderful. So, Always like maps where it's just like, oh, it's kind of cool to see a battle that took place. Anyway, we have a recon plane going out, so he's trying to identify where would be a good place to attack, which would be the left-hand side with rear echelon, quite possibly. I swear to God, if you send the Pathfinders back up there and they die, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Anyway, the reason why I say the Stewart earlier it could be an issue is the fact that the enemy team has 3 Grenadier squads, and you, of course, armor piercing rounds, which is not necessarily that great against this type of armor. It still can do a bit. But the problem with that is they don't have enough current munitions to do a Panzerfaust. So as long as he just kept his distance, he's fine. And even if they do use 1 Panzerfaust, they can't use more than 1 right now. So mass Panzerfausting is out of the question. I know some people who are just like, I love mass Panzerfausting, and I'm thinking of specifically like, was it Paz and Panzerjuice who love to do that, if I recall correctly? Hopefully I am. But anyway, that's just me. We have, looks like the Americans are pushing out all over. Wow, nice job using the Stewart just clear out mines. I guess, again, you can see these little, like, signs they put up. So it's like, hey, it's here, you know, just saying. So anyway, that's the problem with the S minefields is the fact those signs, if people are paying attention. Sometimes people don't and think it's just part of the map terrain. So that can be a big issue. Let's see, we have a Stug being deployed, which could be a big issue. But the Stewart does have some effective abilities that, if used correctly, could actually help him defeat the Stug. But it just depends. Also, Stug now getting an MG, so that way he can push up even further. Stug launching an assault. Missing the shot. Trying to go in deep, but unfortunately not. There's their support. Knocking out the Rifleman's heavy cover. Rifleman like, oh, this is bad. Grenadiers opening fire. MG moving up. Flame Troop also moving up. And yeah, that's... right now, the American player has to fall back. One AT gun can easily help defeat that Stug, but it's definitely going to be a issue for right now with that Stug in play. They could lure into a trap. The Stewart does have a couple abilities. For example, it has the Shell Shock, which again will stun it. It also has the Point Blank Engine, which if you get behind it and fire at the Stug's main weak point, you can actually cripple the damn thing. And with a Stug, that's actually pretty important because it can't turn its gun. It's not like a big heavy tank where you can just keep turning and turning and turning. Eventually, no. And also, we do have an AT gun moving up. So if the American player uses it correctly, you can knock out the Stug. But there's a lot of riflemen on the field, not riflemen, Grenadiers on the field right now. So the Grenadiers could easily counter that AT gun. Also, we can see right now that even though the American player did use that tank correctly and did take a lot of resources, oh god, Sir Long is definitely counterattacking. I'm not going to keep saying Wiener. I'm just going to say Sir Long. Sir Long is definitely moving across the battlefield and trying to take over everything he possibly can back from the American player and kind of help turn the tide. Nice job grabbing that bazooka and unfortunately losing that captain. So right now, it's still pretty damn close, but as you can see, Sir Long definitely has a ton of Grenadiers, frontline troops, while the American player is supposed to have a lot of frontline infantry, simply does not. Now, I wonder if you're making the major in the meantime. That's why. You are. Alright, so that could help because then you can keep fighting, you know, on the front lines further. So what 3 are you most likely going to go? We have Jaeger Armor. We have Mobile Defense. Okay, they're probably going to knock it out through Concentrated Fire. And you have Festing Support. Festing Support, I feel, is more of a counter-British doctrine, so I wouldn't go that. Mobile Defense could be good, but I feel like you're using so many Grenadiers, you probably would have went Ostrupen already. But that's me. The Command Tank could be fine for keeping your units alive, so that could be valuable. And then, out of the 2, this has a lot of recon options I like, and this one has a lot of, like, defensive capabilities I like. So, I mean, I don't... It just depends. AT gun annihilating that Stug with those, Sabao rounds. It's a very nice job with that. Pushing up, trying to kill those Grenadier squads. Can they do it? Not sure. Stuart moving in, trying to get the kill. And there, we're still retreating. Come on. Almost. Almost got it. Anyway, that pushed back a lot of the MGs and whatnot. Stuart also clearing out mines. Very nice. So, American player could launch an assault, but it looks like a lot of his guys are still taking some casualties. So he can't push up as fast as probably he wants to. Though very nice job clearing out the mines. And if I was the Sir Long Wiener, I would actually stop placing it, because at this point, by that Stuart doing it literally 3 times in a row, he's more than active enough to realize, hey, there's these mines here. We need to think of a counterattack or another plan to take out the enemy. But that's me. Rifleman opening fire, trying to knock out that Grenadier squad. Again, grenades. I feel like you need to throw a grenade in there. Panzerfaust, maybe? Wow, that's a really long Panzerfaust. Unfortunately for that poor Stuart. Now, in the meantime, Sir Long Wiener is not... Okay, now he's deploying a Panzer IV. We'll see how well this goes. But for right now... yeah, the Grenadiers are definitely not the issue. That Stuart is actually really hoping the Riflemen, who are down overall and just the amount of men they're versing, but that Stuart's helping turn the tide, just being a support tank. So, oh, and also apparently running over dead Germans, so very nice. Big push over here, though he forgot to finish healing that MG42. A lot of MGs moving up, Grenadier moving up. They all can activate armor piercing rounds, which could slowly whittle down that armored tank if it needs to, but that's just me. Capturing the northern fuel, which I just realized he is severely down on. American player, by the way, could very soon start getting a Sherman. That could be an issue, because Sherman can beat a Panzer IV in one-on-one combat. So, I know it may not seem like it, but actually it honestly can. The Sherman is, I believe, designed to counteract the Panzer IV, but it can't fight a Panther. That's where the Jackson comes in. Anyway, Germans pushing through. It looks like they're pushing for a southern flanking attack. Recon plane, though, might have spotted it, so the American player might be in position to counter. Panzer IV, though, moving up the street, opening fire on the rear, the fighting position, which he forgot to put a MG in, so that's a thing. Going down the main street, no mines placed. I don't think he can, but very interesting. Mortar, though, getting a nice hit on like Grenadier squad, causing some definitely some health issues for them. No. Alright. Stuart on standby. AT gun placed. Most guys prepped and ready to fire. If I was them... The problem is that Panzer IV is hiding behind the building, so an AT gun probably wouldn't help. But if you could lure it, which would be hard to do, maybe you can kind of lure it into the open with a Stuart attack or something. But you also have to worry about the bazooka team, which could definitely inflict some serious damage. Definitely also want to capture this if the American plane wants to reconnect it. So Long, what are you doing? So do you have additional infantry to cover? You do. Alright. So in the meantime, it looks like Joe B is trying to launch an offensive against the smaller amount of units up here. Which I kind of get, because it's like, okay, if I don't want to fight the Panzer IV, let me just kill the units that aren't protected by armor. And right now, the stuff down here is just like kind of not moving, not really engaging. And he does have a guard just in case. Got some nice hits, but wasn't able to really move the Grenadiers at all. Panzer IV now moving in, quickly healing that tank. Looks like they did rapid repairs on it. AT gun getting some nice shots on it. Sabao rounds still hitting. Managed to knock out that mortar team. Stuart inbound. Bazooka team getting one shot, but again, Panzer IV just able to escape. AT gun still on standby. Nice veterancy, by the way. Very nice. And take aim is... I remember it when it was just like, oh yeah, you can just activate the AT gun and make it longer. I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I make the AT gun fire longer range? No, but it does a smaller cone. Yeah, but it fires longer straight up, and that's all I need. There's very few times... It's like, if I aim the AT gun where the tank is coming from, there's very few times it's like, it's out of its arc. At least my play. So, okay, Sir Long went mobile defense, and not bad. Puma could be good for hunting down the Stuart, also for recon, and the command tank could be very good for keeping your units alive, which is something you need. Matt, you're producing a lot of... You got the Osttroopen out, and I'm assuming you're just going to send him to help battle mid. Grenadiers trying to like counteract the Riflemen, though Riflemen are pretty dug in, and with that Stuart constantly just harassing them, it's not going well. Panzer IV need something to heal it. Do you have any engineers? You do. Go send it down there, because right now your Panzer IV needs healed. If you don't heal the damn thing, it's out of commission. And the longer it's out of commission, well, the longer the enemy has time to counter you. So, for example, Stuart doing pretty damn good, opening fire. Pushing them back. In heavy cover, not bad. Mortar team way too close, needs to pull that thing back. American Rifleman with equipped... Oh, fine. Did you finally get bars? And... Yes, you did. Thank God. I'm like, bars and bazooka equipped infantry. Yay! It's about time. Moving up and actually tearing those Osttrooping apart. Why'd you even get those? I'm assuming you got those to cover a flank, but a direct assault? You just lost both squads. So that's how much? That's 425 manpower that he literally flushed down the drain. Congratulations. Is he going to lose the 3-star Grenadier squad? Oh, that's going to be close. And he does. That's some big losses for the Wehrmacht. And unfortunately, that also means that Jahobi is going to have pretty much a bigger army present and able to probably capture more territory. The Panzer IV is being healed, which is good. But, again, the big issue right now is, A, you should have probably sent the other engineer squad. And B, you're still disconnected from the... Actually, yeah, both sides are disconnected from the fuel because they both control this territory, the opposite teams. So right now they're both cutting off the fuel and star from the other. That's amazing in my mind. We got a Sherman rolling up on those Grenadiers. Again, tried it for the Panzerfaust. Yo, right. The tank needs to be about 75% or lower for it to cause, significant damage enough for a damaged engine. Why you would just Panzerfaust, I don't know. Like, just retreat. You're not going to do enough. Like, all he's going to do is back up and then heal it. And that's what he's been doing with the Stuart, which is now 2-star, which is very bad. Very bad indeed. Alright, Panzer IV's back up, but right now, with the combo with the Sherman, things won't look good. Because the Panzer IV can go toe-to-toe. Sherman has a slight edge, but it can go toe-to-toe at least with the Sherman. The Stuart, on the other hand, you add that variable in, it definitely starts leaning more toward the Allies, because this thing, of course, disable its, sight lines, destroy its engine, something to just annoy the crud out of that, Panzer IV. Though I will say, the Germans are, they're not out of the woods yet. They still have a ton of frontline troops, and it looks like he's now deploying another Panzer IV. So, Panzer IV rush could work, though we still have an AT gun. Are you getting another captain? What is your obsession with the captain?
Captain just took the battlefield.
I'm so curious why you deployed a captain. Huh. Panzer IV, I guess, hoping... I guess have one Panzer... Well, we'll see. Panzer IV push could be good, but again, all these guys have AT rifles. So, if they have if they use the rifle grenades against the tanks and pin them down, the AT gun and the Sherman just annihilate them, Jahobi has no... Jahobi would have no competition, pretty much taking over the rest of the map. And kind of landlocking you, honestly. But we'll see. Rifleman pushing up. Flamethrowers doing a bit. MG in the building, though, causing enough suppression to push them back, which is nice. Finally, you smoke block suppression. Panzer IV still moving in. Stuart may not stand a goddamn chance. Where's your AT gun? Your AT gun's way back here. So, yeah. Sherman coming in. AT gun. Oh, there we go. Blocked vision. AT rifles. Time for the AT rifles. Wow, bazooka team. Watching the Sherman. So, not only did they manage to kill the Stuart, but Sherman tank is being pushed back, which is very nice. The Panzer IV going in possibly for the kill. We shall see. Sherman missing. AT gun, though, getting a nice hit. Now, 2 stars. Firing Sabal rounds, I think? Okay, Sherman, you're really low. Maybe don't engage the enemy team. Okay, now you lost your main gun. I mean, I always say this, nice shot in killing that, but where's that other Panzer IV? Oh, hello! He's trying to go in for the kill. AT gun turning the counter. Get out of the tank and start healing if I were you. Sabal round still opening fire. Panzer IV not moving, trying to go for the ambulance. Ambulance decrewed, not out of the game yet. Can they kill the Panzer IV? Missing the target. This is where the bazooka and the AT rifle would come in handy. Oh, come on. Oh! That sucks. Honestly, this may be me, but I actually have to give that victory to the Allies. Why? Well, very simple. Sherman's still alive, just undergoing repairs. Stuart died. That's a huge loss. But the guy lost Panzer IV, and the other Panzer IV is being repaired. He didn't gain any territory, and the Allies still hold. So, at the bare minimum, yes, some of the riflemen were knocked out, but in an armor victory, I would say that went to the Allies. For the Axis, I actually just realized this. They did knock out a lot of American riflemen. So while I guess that was going on, now the Wehrmacht has the advantage with its infantry. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, right now they just deploy a lot of Osttroopen, which are going to die if they try to go face-to-face with some really good American riflemen with some, not vet troops, but with, better equipment. But we'll see. We shall see. Jackson on standby as well with a Sherman. Things are not looking all that great. By the way, this AT gun is doing work. Like, far more than it should. Like, seriously. This thing is doing pretty damn well for itself. So, very nice job. Alright, got a nice Panzerfaust in on the Sherman. Explosive rounds, maybe? Yeah. Load explosive rounds, have the Jackson cover you. Like, don't do this where it's like, I'll just keep armor-piercing rounds. No! You have it versing infantry, have it just verse the infantry with explosive rounds, and just have the Jackson cover it. The Jackson will do way more damage than the armor-piercing rounds anyway. So you're in the clear. Osttroopen taking some points in the meantime. I guess trying to reconnect some territory, but they did retake the fuel on their side, and the Allies retook their fuel. So I mean, I mean, it's not like you can really connect to the star that's automatic. So there's that. Wow, now actually the Axis are taking over all the victory points. So this could be right now a pretty good sign, because if they can take some of those victory points and kind of start pushing the Allies' advantage down, that could really help, because that could put some pressure on the Allies to be like, hey, you're on the clock. Now we have a mortar carriage, we have a Jackson, and a Sherman. I mean, not a bad combo to have each of them, and honestly, you do need something to start killing the infantry, and apparently your Sherman just is unable to do that. Explosive rounds. But yeah, the mortar carriage is very good at just one-shotting infantry, so we'll see how well that goes. So Panzer IV going in, although it's, I think, isn't it? Yeah, it's focusing on armor, so it's like, this rifleman's like, oh my god, there's Panzer IV. It's like, why isn't it shooting at us? Alright, cool. We'll just move back and kill the Osttroopen. Osttroopen managing to steal the mortar. Congratulations, you stole the shitty American mortar. That'd be hilarious, though, if they actually used it for their own purposes. But, whatever. It's taken away from the Americans. Sherman's almost up and running. Ambulance is still gone, although Grenadier Squad seems to be pretty close. Maybe I would try and knock it out or something. Rifleman, though, opening fire along with additional riflemen moving up. Mortar carriage moving in. Come on, get a nice shot. There we go. Literally deploys one shot, forces it to retreat, and almost kills it. Mortar carriage is very, very good, but you just have to make sure that it does not die, and it stays. It's this perfect range of just out of AT, but just close enough that it pisses off the enemy. It's like that perfect line. It's like the guy that is like, there's like a line saying "do not cross," and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk that line. And there's an officer on the other end. He just walks the end of the line like, "What's up?" He's not crossing it. I'm not crossing it. I'm not crossing it. And the officers are like, "Take one step. Take one damn step, and I got you." It just doesn't happen. Or or another would be like in the British, where it's like those guys mess with the Queen's guards, and they just like do whatever they want with those guys with the big black tall hats and the red coats, the honor guard, I believe. And it's just like, if we just, it's like, how much can we mess with him before he just punches us in the face and takes us out? Anyway, Jackson pushes back the Panzer IV. Mortar carriage seems to be doing a pretty damn good job. Panzerfaust does nothing to the Jackson. Does a little bit, but really being forced back. Riflemen slowly pushing up, retaking mid. American forces need to take over a huge chunk of this map. Pathfinder's up north. Not sure what it's doing, though now it can call an artillery. I'm wondering if it's trying to call in a strike on base, which you can't really do. Alright, also, I should probably say Sir Long, very nice job with the medical. Keep your guys up and running with top health. Sherman, looks like it just hit a mine. Very nice mine placement. I like that. Again, right on the main road. Perfect for hitting the Sherman as it tries to push. Very nice job. Very nice job indeed. Mortar carriage now charging over here for some damn reason. Or maybe trying to get a shot on the mortar. I don't know. One of the two. Let's see. Another Panzer IV being developed. Oh my god. This could be a great triple. This could be a great triple. Fire. Or I could just knock out the mortar carriage. I'm fine with that too. Panzer IV, like, alright, got you, USOB. Wow, goes under the tank, yet still does not penetrate. You figure a shot underneath the tank, no matter how non-explosive it is, comparatively to another Panzer IV shot, would still, like, cause havoc to a tank. It's like something like, you know what, I'm sure if I... Oh, what's a good example? I'm trying to think of it. Shoot. Well, ignore me. We'll just ignore that reference. Because I have something. But it's just like, I guess it's just not there. Anyway. Very nice job managing to heal your armor very quickly. Get them up and running. Also, ambulance is back online. Very, very cool. Let's see right now. Pathfinders have been found. Oh! That's awesome. You called in fake flares hoping to scare him off. But he's like, no, I'm going to kill you. And just move out of the way. So, that's a problem. Okay, if you were versing more than one player, that trick would work. But because I'm assuming this Sir Long realizes what that doctrine is, then he knows, like, oh, this is fake. This is a fake airstrike. So, you have to use it when it's like a 2v2 or 3v3 and you have another, like, effective airstrike, because then it's like, oh no, the red flares are coming. That means the possible planes coming in for airstrike me or something. Artillery, anything. But something meaningful coming in. If it's just red flares and the enemy knows, like, oh, if it's just a direct artillery strike, I can just walk. And that's what the Austrian did. It's like, alright, cool, artillery's coming now, I'll just walk out of the way. And it's like, oh, nothing came down, wonderful. I'm better cover now anyway. Jackson moving up, getting a nice shot on nothing, actually, kind of missed it overall. American player moving up the ET gun, but the mortars are definitely hammering them. Is that really the... Nope. It's really just a game of who fires first. Panzer IV coming in to take out that mortar carriage. Misses the shot. Jackson hitting the side along with the Sherman. Sherman going in, trying to get the final kill. Unfortunately, that's shrubbery, and it should make the Jackson unable to hit it to get the final shot. Panzerfaust possible against the Sherman. Doesn't look likely. Jackson opening fire on the other one. Nice shot. Again, Jackson's just tear Panzer IVs apart. Have you upgraded to get better armor? I'm actually curious. If I can click, have not. Alright, so Panthers are not likely in this time frame. Probably another Panzer IV maybe, or a command tank. But right now, Panzer IV, kind of underpowered compared to the Jackson. Though, of course, there's only one Jackson and one Sherman. But actually, in the armor game, Allies have advantage, which is also kind of surprising because Allies have advantage. Nice job trying to knock out that fuel point. Again, if you knock that thing out, decrease the amount of fuel they get and hopefully reduce the amount of armor you have to verse. Although, yeah, because the Axis right now have way more fuel and munitions, for that matter. So, yeah, you need to start capturing points. Send one unit to go capture this. It might be helpful. Quite possibly. I know it's kind of... Your unit's kind of small. I mean, not small, but you kind of don't have a lot, but it could still work. Let's see. So I've been talking a lot about the American player. How's the German player doing? Well, let's see. In this scenario, he knows that there's a lot of guys right here. So honestly, I would I know he just got himself another Panzer IV, and that's great. That's fantastic. I would not do that. I would use that time to upgrade to the heavy Panzer Corps, and I know that might be a risky move, but I would try to get a Panzerwerfer or a Brumbar, something to counteract the infantry, because Panzer IVs are doing fine, but I'm just not seeing them annihilating a lot of infantry. They're getting a couple nice shots, but they're not winning the infantry game. And right now, you're losing a lot more of your vetted grenadiers. Remember, you had 4, now you're down to 2 kind of really weak Osttruppen and 2 decent grenadiers. You kind of need something to help turn tide. And right now, the American player has a ton of munitions saved up. He has a lot. So he can just keep upgrading his men and get a full, like, souped up army. And also, quite honestly, he should probably start putting down some munition points, because he has enough men right now that he's fine. More munitions would probably be key to, upgrading them further. That's what I would do anyway. Panzer IVs, though, seem to be engaging in a few different areas. We have Osttruppen here. Nice grenade. Just help clear a lot of them. Panzer IV on the right. Looks like they're trying to lock down the fuel. Make sure they keep that. Right now, you have 3 Panzer IVs. How much is a command tank? 12. So maybe you could get yourself a command tank and then combine it with the Panzer IVs and do a Panzer Charge. That could work. My only concern would be the double AT and the infantry support and the Jackson with the Sherman. That's a pretty damn good defensive line. While Osttruppen gets annihilated, but he's 1 away from getting a command tank and just deploying that. So I could see that being a thing. We shall see. Tactics-wise, unfortunately, you don't have a lot of abilities you can call in. The smoke has been useful for you getting out of situations. Unfortunately, you can't get out of like a desperate situation where you have like 1 shot remaining, because it seems like the American player is pretty damn committed to try to hit you when you evacuate. And the only thing that you've really done correctly is, I guess, your retreat path. But even like the shrubs have slowly been diminished, so you're losing more and more cover. Sherman and Jackson coming on the flank. Do you have load explosive rounds, jackass? Load those goddamn explosive rounds. Anyway, Grenadiers coming up, but it looks like they're just about to run into a bunch of trouble. Explosive rounds. How hard is this? Right now, the only thing you have is the... Okay, that was fine. You got the kill. Congratulations. There you go. That's an explosive shot. At least I think it was. Oh, no, you hit the mine. You hit the mine. That's... my bad. Okay, you get a Stug? Really? A Stug? Not my first intention. I mean, don't be wrong, the Stug is fine versus light armor, and they could do fine against, Sherman and the mortar carriage, but a Jackson will annihilate that thing. It can outshoot it, out-damage it, out-maneuver it. So, maybe you're just trying to win the armor game, just have more armor, which is funny that the German player is like, okay, the Americans have better armor than us, so if we outproduce them, we'll be fine. Which, if you don't know, World War II, essentially, the opposite occurred. Huh, they have 1 Tiger? We can deploy 4 Shermans and kill it. Sir, it's going to take a lot more than that. Well, whatever. Explosive rounds, seriously. You would literally be one-shotting all this infantry. Anyway, it looks like they're trying to recap that command point. Though all the armor on the map is now rapidly deploying over there, so... Panzer IV is moving in formation. Sherman could have some big issues. Panzer Force is a go, missing 3. There's 2 out of 3 shots. Sherman, bouncing another. Sherman backing up. We have sight because of those riflemen, so they can see farther. Jackson, I'm assuming, yep, Jackson coming over. Possibly using special rounds, maybe? Armor piercing? That'd be great. Nice side shot. Sherman still bouncing a lot of rounds. Again, the Sherman tank is designed to fight Panzer IVs. It can't win against 3, but it's still a wide... Oh my... That was stupid maneuvering. That was incredibly stupid. Charge in? No! You don't charge in. Nice rifle grenade, I'll give him that. AT guns opening fire as well. Jackson going in. I guess tried to get a kill. This could be a problem. Panzer Force can do a decent amount to a Jackson. But as you can tell, 1 shot on either one of these and it's screwed. So it just needs sight. Why are you retreating? Go finish the fight. If Master Chief can do it, you can too. Panzer IV just hiding in the distance, waiting for some type of support. Panzer IV with the crippled engine manages to outpace and get out of there. Nice shot. Knock out the Panzer IV. Overall, I would think... let's double check. Wow, and actually, they lost a lot. They lost both Grenadier squads, too. Shoot. Mortar carriage moving over here. Now American infantry can move up. Things are not looking good. What is that? Flamethrower or bazooka? It's flamethrower. Nice. AT gun opening fire on the Stug. Missing the shot. Jackson going for a second shot, but it is weak. Stug has to worry. I mean, not Stug. Jackson still has to worry. And they're pulling back. They can't keep up this fight. They will be pushed back. So, yeah. Right now, healing the Panzer IVs, getting more engineer squads. Sure. This is why I think the command tank would have been better, because it would increase defensive power, and that probably would have helped you weather the storm against Jackson shots and actually push up and possibly kill it. But right now, the American player has the advantage, because he has a bunch of very good, well-equipped infantry. Majority of the map? Oh, well, almost. Yeah, because he grabs the other star, and he can easily grab the munitions, so yeah, map control. And then, for just vehicles, he's getting another Panzer IV. I mean, not Panzer IV, Sherman, with another repair bot. You can't. You don't have the capacity to do that. So, yeah, things are not looking all that great. Things are not looking good. You're going to need one hell of a comeback or pincer maneuver, or even a minefield for that matter, for that fact, just to counteract him. I mean, right now, I've noticed that the American player isn't necessarily over cocky, so I don't think he would fall for a mine trick. He's been very slow, though he doesn't have minesweepers. He does not have that. Maybe that's why he got this, so he can push up with minesweepers. But that's one thing I will say, no minesweepers. So if you could use that correctly, sure. Now we have an MG here, and we have an MG over here, 3 stars, so things going well. Jackson getting a nice shot. Smoke deployed to get closer to the MG, but also block sight for the Jackson, so the Stug apparently... Oh, nope, they still have sight. It has to fall back. Sherman opening fire. Unfortunately, it once again, pull back. You can take hits. You can't win against 2 tanks. Jackson now coming in, activating armor-piercing rounds. Those Panzer IVs are screwed by the sheer armor-piercing power of that Jackson. Also, are the AT guns still over here, or they moved over somewhere? Oh, they're in the front. Okay, so they're protecting his flank. Oh my God! The Vet 2 Jackson annihilated. AT guns now pissed off, turning. Opening fire on the Panzer IV. Sherman also losing. That's a huge crippling blow for the Allies. Now, unfortunately, the other Panzer IV is now crippled. I think was the Stug knocked out as well? Or is that thing still alive? Alright, now the question is if this Panzer IV can live. If this Panzer IV lives, then there's a problem. Oh! And there goes all of the Panzer IVs. But that also goes the Jackson and the Sherman. So that could be a huge issue. MG moving up, but instantly knocked out by the mortar carriage, which needs to heal. A lot of American infantry also perished in that fight. I guess in that charge, why they just got mowed down. So that's a problem. Right now... I mean, he has engineers, sure, with flamethrowers. That could be fine. But he still has American riflemen. And he has the capabilities to get more armor. I would get a Jackson at this point. That way you have a mortar carriage kill the infantry and a Jackson kill the armor. But things are close. The Axis still could take this. Sir Long definitely won that fight by killing more American riflemen and everything else. Why are you here, mortar carriage? Why are you here? Deploying the concealing smoke. Yeah, not a bad idea. Get the hell out of there. Puma trying to go in for the cutoff. AT guns, though, lying in wait. Yep, both shots. Nothing on this one for some reason. Surprised he didn't fire. Oh, wait. Mortar carriage, don't you fucking dare. Why are you going in to shoot a Puma? It's a Puma. It will snipe you. Also, the Stug is now fully healed. AT gun barely missing the shot. Heal your mortar carriage, Joby. heal. Puma. Nice idea. Nice attempt. Stay the fuck back. Flamethrower moving up. Beating back that rear echelon. Allies in quick succession, even though they have a large control, huge portion of the map under their control. And it's still a tight game. Both are just over 100 points, so very nicely done. But still, very interesting to say the least. Okay, why you push up with that captain, I don't understand. And wow, I just realized Joby has quickly lost his entire army. Wow. He does not have much left. Now he's getting a normal Sherman. Okay. That's fine. Oh, wow, the ambulance is also dead. Wonderful. There goes the engineer squad, though. And Sir Long has a ton of manpower reserves, so he actually... Alright, he got himself another Puma. Okay. This could work. Hear me out. Right now, if you have something that's stationary, the Pumas are good for rapid deployment. If you can just speed past... Okay, if you can use your Pumas, and even though they may not be the best equipped to fight a Sherman, and they can just like speed around it and just get a bunch of blows in before the Sherman can really focus fire, and if you can knock out the AT guns, then maybe I can see some positive. Why are you sending one unit in? Why? Like, go. I know you're trying to get that point back, but the double Puma will hurt you more than you can hurt them. That's guaranteed because you have really nothing that can hurt them. So, you need to really wonder what the hell you're doing. Because you have no AT grenades, you have no bazookas, you have nothing. Sherman rolling in, bouncing the first shell. You have armed piercing rounds? Yes, you do. Puma going around the flank. AT guns still kind of... Hey, oh, wait, no. There's the other AT gun. Nice shot. Puma could be taken if the rear echelon get there in time. The other one has no gun. So remember how that strategy I thought, like, okay, maybe it could work? Yeah, nope. Fuck that. Did not work. Also, I love the minefield. And you're going to retreat and you're going to hit the minefield, aren't you? Or you just kill the Puma. That could have helped you. That's fine. Stug in the middle of the map. We still have an AT gun here. Mortar carriage, unfortunately, bites the dust. Why are you chasing that? Just no. Just no. Oh, this is not good. The fate of the match depends on who wins here. Stug, one more shot and it's dead. Oh, damn. Well. Oh my god, Panzerfaust. Still has main gun. Explosive rounds and run like hell. Alright, you could deploy a Puma. I would not recommend it. Because it's like, oh, I could kill the Sherman. It's like, that's great. But that's if you would survive the AT guns, which are... Wow, never mind. The AT guns are not even close. Puma rolling in with additional Ostroop, in which... Did they get a... Why did he get an MG42? I thought they fixed the random weapon deployments that they got. Alright. Deploying smoke. Barely alive! AT guns, where are you? AT guns, where? They're both back at base. Aw, damn it. Wow, the fact that the Puma's taken that much damage. Oh my god, one more shot. Yes! Oh my god, that's incredible. And the Greyhound has been deployed along with a Sherman. Alright, right now you need to retreat your guys, dude. Or lose it, that's cool. You have no fighting. The problem is, the American player has the armor, barely any infantry. And the German player has no armor, but a ton of infantry. If this Sherman uses explosive rounds and just annihilates all this infantry, he's GG. He's freaking GG. But it just depends. I love how he's clearing the mines. He's like, okay, maybe if I clear the mines, just running them over, I can take the point. Because right now, the Vermont player is decreasing what the allies have, and this is, whew, getting pretty close. All right, they just managed to kill it. Sure, why not? I mean, they're both pretty desperate. The problem is, the American player in like another turn can deploy another Sherman and just start cleaning house. And nothing that Sir Long has, because remember, Sir Long, in his grand wisdom, did not get any. If I can just please get, there we go. Did not get heavy Panzer Corps. He doesn't even have the oh, he does have the upgrade for it, but he doesn't have the building for it. Sherman going around just massacring Ostrupen. Oof. Oh, 50 points remaining. Okay. They need to hold the victory points. Right now, the American player is like building up steam. Like he's just slowly getting his act together. Where's the Greyhound? Greyhound needs to go back to base and heal. Alright. I'm assuming that's what you're doing. You need to go around and murder everything you can right now. I don't care if you have to use a recon pass to figure out the enemy has nothing. You need to use this time. Sure, the enemy could deploy an armored car. Fine. But the armored cars literally failed to kill a barely alive Sherman. Like, the Sherman was more crippled than the one in Fury. And they couldn't kill it. Also, every time in this game, if I after playing this game I was sent back to World War II and I was a tank commander, the one thing I would always worry about it being like being the Allies and going into Germany, every time there would be a crossroad, I would stop and be like, "Give me a grenade, mine, move up, crossroad, grenade." There was a mine. Wow. Alright, they're capturing. Alright, now they're capturing all the points. It's a close game for the Allies. It's very close. Oh, get back in. Get back in. Get back in. Oh, that's bad. Oh, they don't have that one. They have to capture this one. Oh, it's going to be 1 point. Oh, my God. It's 2 points remaining. Whew. That sucks for the Germans. That honestly does. Okay, he has a Stug, but the guy is a double AT line. A Vet 3 AT. Well, okay, a Vet 2 and a Vet 3 AT gun. You fucked. Also, Greyhound. I mean, you have a canister shot. Maybe use that. Or Sherman tank just coming over. Just, you know what? Like, aw, damn it. That sucks. Losing your ground like that. Though, you're probably... Okay, you get a mortar carriage. At this point, I would be like, fuck it. Let's just get a Sherman. Because that way you can just, you know, use your explosive rounds, take them out. The fact the Austrian lived is astounding. Because right now you need troops to guard your front. That's the problem right now. You need stuff to hold the front. Mortar carriage fine, but I feel like the Sherman would be better. Stug opening fire on the Sherman. It needs to get back into that AT line to guard it. Sherman just opening fire, trying to murder all of it. Okay, he's actually deploying more infantry, which is fine. That's totally fine. Rifleman opening fire on this guy. Still, no one has control of mid. There goes the Sherman. AT gun, though. Killing the Stug. And honestly, it's an infantry game now. And this is where getting a Sherman would have been better. Because that way you can actually annihilate their infantry. Right now, oh my god, Sir Long used the last of his manpower to get Ostrupen. Which is fine. They're cheap. They're easy. I mean, like, right now, all the veteran troops are gone. So yeah, that works, I guess. And now he's just with the mortar carriage, just trying to murder them. Nice shot. Might be able to. Yep, he decrewed it. That's another mortar down, which is probably the reason why he keeps losing so many men. Also over here, looks like that squad over there got pulled back and died. So nice. No one has mid yet. This is very close, to say the least. Very close. If this mortar carriage can just fire one shot. Ah, damn, it's so close. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's focused on that. He has nothing guarding mid. Oh, he misses. AT guns need to pull back. That or start opening fire on the damn things. At this point, just fuck it. Just open fire. Mortar carriage missing every shot. He has nothing. Those Ostrupen just won him the game. Like, honestly. If he would have had a Sherman, the explosive power on that and the fighting veracity would have probably held the point. But, I mean, the mortar carriage can get some good hits. It's just, I don't... Oh, nope, he squad wipe. Maybe. Okay, the problem is that this one has a Panzer Shrek. A bazooka? Bazooka. It has bazooka, not Panzer Shrek. Wow, he's trying to heal. Okay, volley fire is now active. What the hell do you... You have a Puma! Oh my god. AT gun's still there. Oh my god, on the line. Nope, moving up. AT gun, open fire. What the hell? Oh, they captured the other point. Oh, that was an incredibly close game. And honestly, if there was like another 2 minutes, the American player would have won because he has more reserves. Both are weak on manpower, but obviously, as you can tell, like, he used whatever he could. And these Pumas, by the way, did not help. He was having more effectiveness with the Panzer IVs than these Pumas. These Pumas were a waste. But overall, really nice AT guns. Like, seriously, Joby, nice AT guns. Like, those were very effective at pushing back the armor, more so than the Jackson and in the Sherman. The reason I think the Sherman would have been better is because it has explosive rounds and could have done more damage. I know the mortar carriage does a lot, but I think the explosive rounds, along with having the tank just try to run over the infantry, would have done a lot more. Let's double check damage. Yeah, Joby got 48,000. Sir Long, who won the game, very nicely done, got 45, though took more losses, which I could definitely concur with. I mean, Jesus Christ, they took a lot. A lot of people died. I also kind of now find this hilarious. Units killed 194, but lost 233. I'm assuming that's the tanks and whatnot. But in any capacity, that's game. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, actually, I'm very curious. So let's check resources. Yeah, Joby toward the end of that game just had more resources and army value. Yeah, Joby had advantage. Almost always over Sir Long had advantage over men. But Sir Long actually still put up he still won, so very nice, Sir Long. Very nice. But in any case, yeah, if I can say anything, just like, make sure you pick the right units. And just, yeah, for a Sherman, I mean, like, it's very good if used correctly. And just make sure unit preservation is also good, because if either side would have kept their grenadiers or main riflemen alive a little bit longer and equipped them, they would have won the game. But it came down to this because of that reason. In any case, guys, that's game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.